Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Boulder. I am Dr. Emily Koriath, and I serve as your music director. I'm joined by about 50 of my closest friends over here who are going to be sharing their musical gifts with you. We'll tell you all about that in a moment. And my very, very close friend at the piano, my husband, Tad Koriath. He'll introduce himself in a moment. We have a very full service for you, so I know there are still some folks at the welcome table getting name tags, and there's a lot happening, and there's still people waiting in line at the restroom. Bless our septic system. We got a lot of problems. And of course, we have like included it in our welcome words too. Like when your biology demands it and you just need to excuse yourself, please just do that. It's real life. It's just how it works around here. In the meantime, and before I talk myself into a little hole that I regret, why don't we rise in body or in spirit and start the service in song? We've got a new hymn for you that is perfect for today called Awake, Arise. So sing boldly and bravely, even though I know it's brand new to you. Be fearless. You got it. Here we go. Under snow, the earth is renewing. After frost, the flowers are blooming. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. After loss, our hearts are grieving. Under scars, our souls are healing. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. Listen and you'll hear the call rising over all. Awake, arise again, renew, revive again, return, oh return again. Always changing, always saying, all is new again. Under ice, the river still flows. In the winter, saplings still grow. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. Through our trials, hope is alive. In the dark, the sun will rise. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. Listen and you'll hear the call rising over all. Awake, arise again, renew, revive again, return, oh return again, always changing, always saying, all is new again. In this wheel we spin our lives, through the season love ever thrives. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. Robin singing heralds the spring, bringing joy to everything. Over time and beyond doubt, all is new again. Listen and you'll hear the call rising over all. Awake, arise again, renew, revive again, return, oh return again, always changing, always saying, all is new again. Well done.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tad Koriath. I use he, him pronouns, and I serve as the music director at Boulder Valley Union Fellowship, just up the road. And today is a very special Sunday when our choirs of both churches combine to bring you a morning overflowing with song. The singers that you see gathered here have been rehearsing for weeks and weeks to prepare the service for you, and next week we will take this on the road, just up the road, to my church in Lafayette. Austin and the Chancel Cats, some of the cats are here this morning, will be holding down the fort here. It's a lot of hard work. We've put in a lot of hours, lots of time with practice tracks, some extra rehearsals, but it's a wonderful collaboration. It's a great way to get to know each other a little bit, I think. And we hope that you agree that the results of our efforts are worthwhile. If you are joining us online, please fill out a visitor form in the link in the description. We would love to connect with you. I want to extend a very warm welcome to everyone who's visiting us for the first time. Rather than gathering because we all have the same beliefs, we are an intentional community gathered around our shared promise to support each other's individual spiritual journeys. We don't strive to do things perfectly here, unlike over at Boulder Valley. Just kidding, just kidding. But we do take the needs of people across all generations seriously. And if you or a small human you're with need to wiggle or step out or cough or are not perfectly still and silent at all times, that is really okay. We're all just people, so take care of yourself. That includes moving forward if you get stuck in a ray of sunlight. Or want fewer distractions. At this time, I'd like to invite Mary Clough to the chancel to say a few words about your capital campaign.
I'll try to be brief. I'll throw out some numbers, and if they're a plus or minus some percent, please be forgiving. I'm Mary, and I'm a member of a capital campaign team. We are running a capital campaign, and we are running our annual giving campaign simultaneously. We have over 40 stewards that have made over 73% of their visits to our membership. So if you've not yet received a member visit, or a steward visit to you as a member or a friend, please see Jennifer or Susan at the window. I'm pointing to the window right in front of the front door. I'm going to use Jennifer and Susan a lot today. They are our people that can give you a new form if you've had a dog eat your form. They can give you a form now if you want to complete it now. They can answer any questions you have, and they can make sure that you get a call with a steward. It's fun, so don't miss out on the fun. We have received over 38 to 45% of the pledge forms back. Our capital campaign right now has just under, I believe, a pledge, and that's over 3 years, of $2.5 million. And we're aiming for 3.2 something, at least. Higher. So these are the last few weeks. We need to put our pedal to the metal. We need to bring in the forms and do our best to meet with stewards or get with Susan and Jennifer and get questions answered. Thank you very much.
Each week when we gather, we light our chalice, just as 1,000 other congregations do each week around this country. It is a symbol of our Unitarian Universalist past, present, and future. It is a visible reminder of our interconnection. We are not bound together by creed, a specific list of things we all believe exactly the same way. We are united by shared values expressed in our 7 principles and by the commitments we make to each other about what creates this community. Will you join me in saying the words of our mission as Emily lights the chalice this morning? We gather in fellowship to connect bravely, deepen spiritually, embody justice, and always love. Maybe I'll say a word about this. This is a traditional, this is a tune I arranged, Now the Green Blade Rises, which is a traditional Easter hymn. You might also recognize the tomb. I was thinking about Easter. You might recognize the tune from a Christmas hymn, Noël Nouvelet. It's a French number. So we would like to sing for you now. Now the green blade rises. now like to invite Rebecca forward to share a poem that she wrote.
Hi, everyone hear me? Yes. Okay. I wrote this poem, well, I was asked to contribute something for the service. So I wrote this poem on my phone, and I was inspired. So, and I can't believe I'm doing the wisdom story. It's called When I Think of Spring. When I think of springtime, I think of how the first buds come out on the branches and how they shoot forth their leaves. And it's so beautiful. Towards the sun, and then when the rain falls, the forest turns into a beautiful ocean of green leaves. And blossoms into beauty, and stretching its roots, it moves me in countless ways. And that's the poem.
Oh, to be alive. Why do I always start this so low? Oh, to be alive. Oh, to be alive amid the great turning. Oh, to be alive in this time of change. Embrace the changes. Open new ways for life to sustain. Oh, to be alive amid the great turning. Oh, to be alive in this time of change. Embrace the changes. Open new ways for life to sustain. Oh, to be alive amid the great turning. Oh, to be alive in this time of change. Embrace the changes. Open new ways for life to sustain. Oh, to be alive amid the great turning. Oh, to be alive in this time of change. Embrace the changes. Open new ways for life to sustain. Oh, to be alive amid the great turning. Oh, to be alive in this time of change. Embrace the changes. Open new ways for life to sustain.
I'd like to read you a poem from Mary Oliver. And the reason I chose this poem, you can't hear? This one. I'd like to read a poem by Mary Oliver. The reason I chose this poem is because it speaks of spring and music and reciprocity. I would like you to close your eyes and visualize this poem. It's called The Gift. I wanted to thank the mockingbird for the vigor of his song. Every day he sang from the rim of the field while I picked blueberries or just idled in the sun. Every day he came fluttering by to show me, and why not, the white blossoms in his wings. So one day I went there with a machine and played some songs of Mahler. The mockingbird stopped singing. He came close and seemed to listen. Now, when I go down to the field, a little Mahler spills through the sputters of his song. How happy I am lounging in the light, listening as the music floats by. And I give thanks also for my mind, that thought of giving a gift. And mostly, I'm grateful that I take this world so seriously.
When we say that our mission is in part to always love, it means that we actively seek connection and compassion across boundaries and borders. Each week in the service, you are invited to come forward, to take a stone symbolizing your joys and sorrows, and to place it into the earth. It's a private act and a personal act. You place a stone in symbol of your own private joy or grief. It is a community act. What we make is a whole, a miniature landscape of our individual inner lives. What we make is a whole, each of us unique and united. Janet Sammons and Cole Kiersey are in Indiana this week, but reached out and asked us to please send healing thoughts for their grandson, Sam. Sam was the victim of a brutal hit-and-run accident and is now suffering from multiple fractures. So Cole and Janet are there with him, and lots of family is gathered in Indianapolis, where Sam is currently a freshman at Purdue. So we're sending them our love and lots of healing thoughts. So as the music begins, we'll ask you to come forward, starting with the folks in the back half of the room, then the folks in the sides, and then folks in the front of the room. We'll ask you to come forward in silence, though it is so tempting to say hello and chat with your neighbors as we pass. The idea being that we're holding not only what's in our hearts, but holding the compassionate space for all of our shared joys and concerns. Please come forward as you feel moved. Our next piece is a setting of a Sarah Teasdale poem that was written in 1918 at the end of World War I, when artists of all kinds were struggling to make sense of the devastation they were witnessing. Of course, artists today are still doing this, trying to make sense of the confusion of the world around them. This week I found a quote by the novelist Salman Rushdie, whose 1988 novel has been banned in 20 countries, and it says, "A poem cannot stop a bullet. A novel can't defuse a bomb, but we are not helpless. We can sing the truth and name the liars. We must tell better stories than the tyrants." There are some who read Sarah Teasdale's poem and think it is about the annihilation of humanity, but I read it another way. To me, it is about the miraculous relentlessness of nature. The way that seeds will blow 1,000,000 miles across the globe and bring completely unknown growth to a new place. The way that 4 or 6 surviving animals will eventually lead to the resurgence of their species. The way that, despite humanity's errors, nature persists. In this context, the plants, the insects, the animals, the air are unconcerned with our politics, our arguments, the stresses that weigh us down. Life will persist. Will you take a breath with me? In 1918, Sarah Teasdale wrote to us, "There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of the war. Not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone." The year is 1174. Why is this never where I want it? I'm the only one using it. The year is 1174. Most people in the Rhine River Valley of Germany are illiterate and don't live past their 30s. If they need medical attention of any kind, it is mostly based on the Greek theory of the humors and consists of bloodletting and herbal tinctures. At 76 years old, Hildegard of Bingen, poet, painter, healer, composer, philosopher, mystic, nun, and medical writer, has just finished writing and illustrating her third book, The Book of Divine Works, chronicling 7 years of prophetic visions. Hildegard first began hearing what she called the voice of the living light when she was 3 years old. But she considered herself a totally uneducated human being, merely a channel for divine wisdom. She preached that God is reason, and reason is the root, but also that from the heart comes healing, and that we understand the world and its wisdom most clearly through the intuitions of our inner eye and inner ear. An inner voice each of us possesses, calling us to become who you are, become all that you are. She taught that this unification of mind and spirit is our life's greatest wish, or what she called our whole-making instinct. In the Book of Divine Works, Hildegard writes about birds and trees and stones and stars, the nature of eternity, and the fundamental elements of love. And she conceptualizes something we won't even have a word for another 7 centuries: ecology. The word she chose was viriditas, from the Latin for green, a greening life force pervading the world, mirrored in the virtues that enrich the human soul. Hildegard's concept of viriditas, or greening power, is a 12th century theological and ecological vision defining divinity as the vital, vibrant, juicy, and creative force animating nature, humanity, and spirituality. It signifies constant renewal, growth, and divine life energy, essentially viewing nature as a mirror for God. In her writings, viriditas represents the physical and spiritual greenness that acts as a driving force for healing and wholeness in all living things. Hildegard believed that plants and trees contained a greening life force, often compared by modern scientists to photosynthesis, that connects the physical world to the divine presence. Hildegard believed that there was only one true sin, the drying up of our spirits that occurs when we lack compassion for others. Vitality, creativity, and staying juicy are spiritual virtues. She believed, that's a translation, I'm serious. She believed in an enchanted ecology, arguing that humans have a spiritual duty to steward the Earth's life force, making it an early form of environmental theology. Hildegard wrote that this life force is a living and fiery essence that glows in the beauty of the fields. She wrote, "I shine in the water, I burn in the sun and the moon and the stars. Mine is that mysterious force of the invisible wind. I am the breath of all the living. The soul is for the body as the sap is for the tree, and the soul's energies unfold as the tree unfolds. Thus, the soul provides the inner solidity and strength of the body. Human beings," she writes, "are co-creators with the divine in all of the unfolding of nature. Therefore, we must cooperate with one another in the task of protecting and nourishing this interconnected creation. And we must do so by integrating the rational and the intuitive in each one of us. In one of her visions, she paints a menacing picture of a world in which we have grown disconnected from the greening life force of our own souls. Listen to this. Then the greening power of the virtues faded away, and all justice entered upon a period of decline. As a result, the greening power of life on earth was reduced in every seed, because the upper region of the air was altered in a way contrary to its first destiny. Summer now became subject to a contradictory chill, while winter often experienced a paradoxical warmth. There occurred on earth times of drought and dampness. 1174, she wrote this. She was also unambiguous about what stands between us and such a fate. If we give up the green vitality of our virtues and surrender to the drought of our inaction, so that we do not have the sap of life and the greening power of good deeds, then the power of our very soul will begin to fade and dry up. And yet Hildegard believed in the green vitality of human consciousness, she said. Believed that the soul knows what is good and what is harmful. By integrating our rational faculty with our heart's intuition, and by refusing to dishonor our own souls, we have within us the power to revive the earth. And in what may be the clearest, most succinct manifesto for climate action, she writes, "Our thinking affects our greening power. The soul is the green life force of the flesh. When we humans work in accord with the strivings of our soul, all our deeds turn out well." Maria Popova, in reflecting on Hildegard's philosophy, writes that this is the beating heart of Hildegard's Viriditas, the insistence that the stewardship of Earth's life force is not merely our moral obligation to the universe, but our spiritual duty to our own souls. I'd like to take it a step further and say that in this community, we've been reflecting so much on what do we do in these difficult, impossible times. And so many people seem stuck, wondering what is the most important thing that we can do in this moment. The most important thing we can do in this moment is anything, because of the interconnected nature of these injustices. Climate action is social action. Economic action is climate action. And all of these injustices, when we take action, we honor our own souls and our own life force by refusing to stay passive. And so what Hildegard's philosophy asks of us is to stay juicy, to stay in communication with that vital life force that is flowing through all of Earth, with a divine imperative to work with the forces of creation and not destruction. It's not merely our moral obligation to the universe, but our spiritual duty to our own souls. Will you rise in body or in spirit? Let us sing. My blood doth rise in the roots of yon oak, her sap doth run in my
Each week, we split our plate with nonprofit groups in the area doing tangible work to make the world a better place. This month, our offering is shared with El Comité. El Comité, thank you. I'll say briefly that for more than 40 years, El Comité, based in Longmont, has offered advocacy and support in Spanish and English. Born in struggle, driven by community, and committed to creating a better future for generations to come, El Comité is a champion and trusted community resource for the Latino and immigrant community throughout Boulder County. Their work in advocacy, direct aid, and legal support is more important than ever, and their resources are stretched more thin than ever. As the baskets come around, or as you scan the QR code, I invite you to give as generously as you are able. May our gifts be used to enact justice, bringing peace and love to the Boulder community and the wider world.
Before we close, I have a few invitations. No one gave me any invitations. Actually, no. The auction is coming. The auction is, I'm not going to remember, April 26th, maybe? Yes, and David O'Brien is in the Sky Room already selling tickets, and he has a jolly little table set up. You'll find it. So auction tickets are now on sale. It's going to be a great event. We're doing something new this year. It's going to be like in the afternoon, in a ballroom, like off-site. Avalon Ballroom. Thank you for helping me. I know. Wonders. It's going to be amazing. So go see David if you have questions. You can even scan the QR code if you want to get more information. It's going to be great. That's all. No one told me anything to say. placeholder for closing words text.
One announcement.
Becky has an announcement.
Musician Circle is meeting at 12:30 back here. So if you play any instrument, show up even if your instrument's not
In the Emerson room or here
right back here in the back of the.
in the hearth room, we call it. We need to practice saying that because when we say hearth room, nobody knows what it means. So in case you didn't hear Becky, the musician circle is gathering right back here. So you can get a snack and then maybe come back with your instrument. Yay, great, great. Let us rise in body or in spirit as we close in song. Oh, but not yet, because then we have a choral postlude. Know what I mean? You stand, and then you're going to sit back down. Here we go. May I be light in you. May you be light in me. Into our hearts, into our souls, let love abide. May I be love in you. May you be love in me. From this place out to the world for all time. All right. And now will you please be seated for our choral postlude? That's what I meant to say. All right. All right. Oh, yeah, you're standing. Great. One, two, three, four. Our worship ends and our service begins. Go in peace.